looks really yummy.
Hello. This evening we are making this. I found this recipe on OMG Paleo, but it's like a buffalo chicken pasta, but I adapt it, I change it to just kind of suit whatever, but it uses spaghetti squash. Did I just say squash? It uses spaghetti squash and chicken, but I'm doing it with shrimp tonight, and she's got some other kind of sauce she uses, but I actually make my own mayo, and I make it basically like super spicy mayo, and like a buffalo sauce mayo, and then I mix this in with the shrimp and the mayo, and then some carrots for crunch, and you're supposed to also have like onions, like, or celery. I'm sorry, celery. I don't have any celery tonight, so I'm gonna use onions. And cilantro I have, so we're definitely gonna put some cilantro on top. So it should be super yummy. So let's get started. Okay, so I have officially taken a look at the fridge, and I see what I have. So I've got, again, my uncooked Argentinian wild-caught shrimp. So there's about 4 of those per person. I've got my spaghetti squash, like I told you, so we're going to cut that in half, get that in the oven roasting so I can get my pasta, my spaghetti squash pasta. Normally this type of recipe would call for carrots, which I have, my locally grown carrots, and then green onion and celery, but since I don't have green onion or celery, we're going to use sweet onions. And then I have these beets. These aren't beets. Did I just say beets? I have radishes. So instead of the celery, I'm going to get that celery crunch with my radishes. It'll also give kind of a cool color to it. So, but we're still going to go totally buffalo style with it. And I'll tell you, these are like a couple weeks old. I saw a show on Food Network once where they took like produce that would never be sold in the store, and they made amazing food out of it. So this is one of those things where the greens they kind of like been in the fridge, but the radishes are in great shape. So we're still going to use these. They're going to be awesome. They're nice and firm. There's nothing wrong with the radishes. We're going to chop all these babies up. I'm going to saute the onions and the carrots, and the radishes just a tiny bit. Still crunchy, but just like a little cook on them. And then they're going to create that crunchy texture, which is going to go into the spaghetti squash once it's spaghettified, and then that mayo I'm making, all that good stuff. With the mayo, I've tried to make a mayo a million times. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. I think it really just depends on the day. It's because I've tried like a bajillion mayo recipes, but today we are going with olive oil. I am like not firing on all cylinders. Today we're going with avocado oil and our Eureka lemon and our eggs, mustard, dry mustard. You've got something to know about this is everything has to come to room temperature. So that's one of the secrets to making homemade mayo, is everything has to come to room temperature. And I'll use my little hand mixer to just, and I'll show you guys, it'll be fun. Okay, in preparing the spaghetti squash, you guys probably all know this already, but just in case you don't, you cut it in half, and then you put it face down on your tin foil. I do it on tin foil. Cut it in half, don't put it face down. You sprinkle some water. So let me show you how that goes. So here's my half. Okay, here's my other half. They're not really that even today. We had a mishap with the cleaver. I've got, this is my sprinkle of water. Oh, sprinkle. Oh, sprinkle. And then I take this and I stick it right on top of the sprinkle, and just in case I didn't get enough. And then I think, I don't necessarily know how this works, but I think it's just like kind of steams up under the spaghetti squash, and that's what cooks it. So it goes in the oven. I've had it at 375 for a while. I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. Like, keep an eye on it. So I'm just gonna chop up these carrots like this. Nothing like amazing and nothing like whatever. Just little circles. And then when I put them, like I don't know what they're, probably like a 1/4 inch or something. And then when I get them in the pan, they're gonna just get nice and sauteed. Okay, so with the radishes, I don't know, I'll probably just cut them like this, like quarter them, and do them up the same way. Like I said, we're using this instead of celery today. So these will provide that nice crunchy crunch. Something I'm sure you all know is when you're chopping is to keep the tip of your knife down on your cutting board, because, I don't know, Gordon Ramsay said to. That's why I do it. I don't know. That's really, no, but it does really help a lot. I think I've heard like every chef in history say it. So I've practiced it a lot in this pan. So onions, the carrots, and the radishes. And then in the oven is my spaghetti squash, roasting up nicely. Okay, so the spaghetti squash is roasted. So let's get that out. Gotta get the dog out of the way. And I'll just show you guys what this looks like when it's ready, so that you know. I'm sure you've probably done this yourself a few times. But like the edges of it get nice and brown. So once the edges are kind of brown and you feel it and it's soft, see how just, ow, that hurt. But if you just squeeze it a little bit and it's like, it has some give, that means that it's just gonna just peel away super quick and easily with your fork into like spaghetti strands. So you want to let it cool down though, because you can burn your hands because there's so much steam and heat in there. So don't wait to do it till then. But in the meantime, who wants to help me make mayonnaise? Let's do it. Since it is chemistry and science, you want to just really make sure you know, this isn't like necessarily the area. You know, I fudge a lot of stuff. I'm all like fudgy fudge with everything. This isn't an area that I really take a lot of chances in. I just kind of do it just like the recipe says. Alright, so this is with the spaghetti squash, like I was saying. All you have to do is just go, oh, I saw a couple. How did those little guys get in there? It just breaks apart just like this, like pasta. And then I just, oops, I'm just sticking it, ow, see, it's still so hot, straight into this pan. I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. And then I'm going to toss the shrimp in because they cook so quick and they'll be seasoned and they'll cook up super fast, and then we'll put in our sauce. So I made the mayo. I don't know how this happened, but it didn't work. And then I just let it sit for a minute, and I came back and I added in my hot sauce, and then I restirred it up, and then it became mayo magically. So however that happened. But then I folded it all in, and this is what it looks like. So this is the pasta. This is with it all folded in. So there's shrimp and everything we talked about here. So this is, you have to think, I mean, it may look a little really orange, but this is buffalo chicken shrimp pasta with spaghetti squash. Okay, and there it is, your beautiful buffalo buffalo shrimp pasta dish with spaghetti squash and radish and carrot and homemade mayo. Buffalo mayo. Yum, yum, yum.